Depth drops. They're one of the best things we have out there for really building up the brakes and getting prepared to handle the stress of sport and to help cut down on ACL injuries that we see. And we're talking again about the preventable ones, which are the 70% of how they're landing, the improper mechanics, their cuts improperly, strength and flexibility imbalances, mobility problems that we have, knees landing valgus, we're landing straight-legged, knees are buckling, all these things that need to happen. So depth jumps are fantastic. However, we've got to learn how to jump and land correctly flat before we get to the box. So one of the first tests that we do, let's just do our snap down. We want to make sure they snap, explode, and when they land, they're in a ready position. Our ready position is the hips are back, right? We land, we're not solid, we're landing hips back and ready. If they can do that and they're not landing straight, they're not landing a leg buckle and rolling in, then we can move them up to the boxes. And I usually will start with a 6, 12, then move our way up, 18-inch on up. I won't start them on a 30 or 40-inch box. It's crazy. We need to find out where they're at first. If you're testing your athletes, you definitely want to start flat. But depth drops are great. Also had a question is, we do those in the off season. We know they're great. We build a lot of strength. We get the body ready for the sport, for the season. But during the season, typically we don't do them because they're basketball, volleyball, they're football. They're doing a lot of jumping, landing all the time, so we don't worry about it. Well, I can tell you, this is resistance training. This is increasing the body weight. This is hard stuff. So we want to keep it in during the season. The season we typically used to think of as in season, the maintenance. We want to just help them get through it, stay healthy, let's go through it's fine. Our kids need to get stronger and better. We want them better at the end of the season than they were at the beginning. Or off season about building that size and strength, preparing them ready to go, building that speed. The in season they start, it's about skills development, keeping them continue to get better. But we also want to see their vertical and their things still continue to increase. And they can done it. They can do it. We've done it for 30 years. But English is another but really understanding how we're doing it, and often you don't do the same volume in season that we do in the off season, but we definitely want to incorporate our depth drops. Typically once a week, our depth drop, want to get that in once a week workout, usually 2 to 3 sets of them, just 2 to 3 reps each time. Start with them basic, do the drops, then progress them into the box. If they have good mechanics, we keep going higher and higher as we go. If you want to keep your athletes safe, you want to keep working on their brakes, you have to include depth drops. So include this in, comment below, let me know problems you've had before or concerns. Because again, we don't want anybody trying something big and they get hurt just testing and trying something. But let me know what you do with the program on depth drops, and let me know how we can help to continue to keep your athletes safe and become SOA strong.